Fred's gonna put you out of business.
I don't even go there, man. What are you doing?
What's he working on over there?
I'm all hosed up, man. Don't even look. I can't even hold this thing, man. My hands are so weak. So, do I take the big chunks out with this and the little chunks with this, or what?
What are you trying to do?
Well, I'm trying to take stuff out of it.
Well, do you like working at angles like this? You want to lay it down and get a better angle at it. Don't break the threads.
What, like you already did once today?
It's for defective.
That was a factory defect, Fred's. Or threads.
It's probably not a bad angle to work on there.
Oh, you got an angle you can work on now?
I don't know.
That helps. And what are you trying to do?
Well, the thing's totally buggered up. I mean, it needs cutting everywhere.
It's totally boogered up. That's the official word.
Totally boogered.
Why you
Gotta
cut the
take-
short side away? We're not supposed to be cutting.
Right here? Because of that sharp edge there?
That one that you just screwed all up by cutting it all off?
I screwed it up by cutting it off?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you don't want to be cutting there. Why are you cutting over there for?
Because I thought I needed to cut that damn...
Well, you just screwing the head up. That's all you're doing.
All right, I'll stop screwing with it.
How much did you cut off?
Just a little bit. There was a big hump here.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Supposed to be a hump there.
All right.
See what happens when you let the customer do the work?
Unsupervised, that's the problem.
Well, I'm standing. I'm not cutting. I'm not cutting.
I'm
I'll
just
start
messing with you,
cutting,
Fred.
And then he comes up like, "Oh, you screwed it all up." I'm like, okay.
I'm just messing
I
with
told you
you.
not to screw the other head. Where's the other head at?
I haven't touched it yet.
Let's see how much you really screwed up the head. So how much of that hump there did you cut away?
Just a little bit, not much.
Okay, it's only a little bit fucked up then.
I just took that the rough spot out there.
The rough spot out. The whole thing is rough.
The casting.
Okay, this had a radius in there. Feel that radius right now?
Well, this one's a hell of a lot different than that one. That one had a big old friggin' sharp edge right there.
There's like the one that's in there right now?
Yeah. And it's supposed to be there?
No, it's supposed to be a radius like that one.
Right.
But the problem is you cut all the metal away. I can't make a radius now. So
Oh, I see. I know. I cut it too flat instead of a radius.
this is the short side here. 'Cause it's real short. So we need a radius in there.
I got it.
It's supposed to be a radius where it goes around, not just a sharp edge like coming around this way like he just did. So
I got it.
he cut the top away where you're not supposed to cut it all.
See, I told you I didn't want to pour these damn
And
things.
he screwed it all up now, so now it's got a sharp edge there.
I did cut some off this side.
Good.
Mistakenly.
At least you cut off the right side.
See, Tatro, after me, you should know
This is,
to leave
I
your
don't-
customers
these aren't gonna be
unsupervised.
high flow, high performance heads. This is
Obviously
clean it
not.
up.
The way you cut them
You
up.
just
there,
want to be
obviously.
clean it up and put it together.
Well, why don't you clean them up a little bit?
That's what he's doing.
No, you cut the
Which
one
cut
place
would
that you decided to cut was where it went.
Well, it looks clean though.
All right, smooth that up.
That one.
I could smooth up with any of them. How do you hold this? See, Fred holds it like this. What control do you have like this? It's not a rowboat, see?
You know, keep going, and I'm gonna get in my car,
You
get my bike.
You see this here?
I don't have the strength, the wrist strength to do that. My wrist is all hosed up.
Where's the strength in the wrist? That's a finger. Thumb,
Whatever.
finger.
My hand and my wrist.
Put it like that.
With that handle and doing the.
You could work it with either finger or your thumb. It's whatever works for you. You pivot it. See how the hand's all full of stuff right here? That's your pivot point.
Got it.
So now when you stick it in there, there's no strength here. I'm not even putting, see,
You don't understand. This part of my wrist is hosed up.
do you see I'm not even moving my wrist?
Okay.
You go like that and I can touch it.
Got it.
It's not even half a pound of pressure, maybe 2 pounds of pressure. Like that, see? It's already worked out some of the mesh you just did. Now, if you actually dig in there and get this hand in there too, see it pivots here like a ball joint, and you use this hand here to move it, and these two can move it back and forth. Between these two, you got a positive pressure on both sides, so you can control it pretty good. You can work this with your thumb, you can work with this finger here, you can work over here. Wherever it doesn't get in the way of this is where you put it. On this head right now, we got a lot of room here, put it on this side. If you watch it, as I was doing the work in here, like that, obviously I can't put the trigger over here, I got to put it over here working on this side. So
Got it.
now you want to move it in and out a lot. You got more control too. So I'm just going like this, all I'm doing.
Yeah.
See how much that's working out already? Just doing that?
Oh, everything I messed up is all smoothed out now.
No, you try it.
That's a little smoother.
It's hard to work up the side of a wall. It's really hard to make that straight. It's real easy to go side to side like this.
Okay.
So don't try. You can't even get this right. Don't go up here and start doing that part. Just stay inside. Now you want to see where you want to cut at. Figure out where you want to cut. If you don't know where you want to cut, you go like this and you feel it. Where does it feel like it moves up and down at? I want to work in this wide of an area, see? That's all we're concerned about right now. Now you got most of the burrs off. There's a little bit of a flat, kind of goes like this and then up. You can either make it a long radius or just go like that and leave it like that. Come on, it doesn't matter. Just make it so there's no sharp edges. That's how you do it. Now, when you want to work on the top or the bottom, you flip it around. I'd say stay off of this. You've already got it cut too much.
All right.
So let's go over here and do this side. So rotate the head around to where you can get in there. It's hard working at high angles, so try a different angle location. See how that looks a little bit better?
Yep.
And put it over there. Now you can work in this area. Now you're trying to blend both walls together. Now if you notice what I did I did this wall and I did that wall. You know the reason why I did that?
No, I don't want you to do that.
Because most of the bottom over here is what you're doing all the work. The top and the bottom's here, you're barely touching them. So that's why you go ahead and you flip it around and do the other side. Same deal, you want to just go right where you want to go to.
But not here, just in here.
I can't see when I'm over in that area.
Not up here, just down here.
So let me get the head over here where I can get to it. Okay, so you see all this, put your finger in and feel like crap.
Yeah, I got it. I know I gotta work that out.
See that Keith in there? Big chunk right there, big high spot. You want to work that down. Now this here don't cut where it squat. This does. Now, this here will put more holes and grooves in your motor, into the port, than this long one will. Because he has a long radius, it's almost flat. The problem with this is you got to make sure you don't dig in the backside like this, or dig in the nose like that. This one's more forgiving because it's more rounded, see it doesn't really dig in.
Right.
This one here, see that'll dig right in, put a big groove in there. That'll put a big groove in
So
there.
wouldn't I be better off using a slower, take my time?
No.
Okay.
You want something that's going to remove metal, just use light pressure and low speed. Light pressure, low speed. See how it takes it off pretty easy? Once you get about 90% gone, then switch over to the fine one. Really hard doing one-handed like you are. Use it.
Oh, that's helped a bunch.
Good on that side. Now when you get way deep in there, that's where you're going to have your problems.
Yep.
Now you have to switch cutters. You can't use that when you get way in there.
Right.
You have to switch over to the other one. One like this. Problem with this is you can very easily dig
Into
a
them.
big gouge in the other side, which you don't want to do.
Okay.
So it's very, very tricky when you get into doing those.
What about using the?
It doesn't
long-
matter. It's just doesn't matter what cutter you have. It starts to dig in there. So what you got to do is you got to pull it in without it running and feel what it does. Get an idea of what the feel is. Now look over here. Where am I cutting right now?
Into the.
That's not
into
where you
the
want to be
seat.
cutting, is it?
No, you don't want to cut into the seat.
So right here is my high spot. See, if I go in and out, I can feel the high spots right there. Now we'll look at it from over here. Where's the high spot?
It's back over.
Now see what happens? You go a little bit deeper. What happens? See how you dig
Okay.
into the bowl over here?
Yeah.
Look
We
at
don't
it.
want to do that.
Now if you feel it hit the bowl, it's too late. You've already cut into the bowl.
Yeah.
Because this isn't going to screw around. It's going to cut.
Should keep it back.
It's better to have this coarse cut with a light pressure that you can control than one of these other ones like this, which takes more pressure to do anything and doesn't really remove very much. This is fine cutting. This is what's going to take the metal out. But you take
Yeah.
it out slow and easy, one little spot at a time.
All right.
It's going to screw up real quick too, so you gotta be careful.
Your battery's dying. You want me to shut it off?
We got more. Keep going.
Okay.
Good.
Screw it up yet?
Oh, feel it.
Oh my God, what'd you do over
Get the
there?
hell, get your finger out of there.
Oh,
Not bad.
you open it up. Okay, that's all you want to be doing from that side.
Okay.
You got a chunk, you got your finger what goes through there now a little bit.
Yep.
Okay, now you want to rotate the head down a little bit more and move up from this area to this area. So rotate the head where you can do that. Don't eat the vise, it hurts.
Just about took that damn thumb out. Where am I at? So I want to be able to cut.
Just figure out what you want to cut. Put your finger in the fork, find the worst spot of the fork. That's where you want to go cut next. Wherever the worst spot is, that's where you want to cut.
Well, it's like, it's right here, but I don't want to cut any more of that out. I want to cut right there.
We'll put it where you can get to that area. It's the same spot you had. Rotate one more hex up.
Oh.
Remember I told you about cutting straight up and down is really, really hard? So lean the head down. So the head's going to be right on the bench. Put this up in the air, put that on the bench. It's the closest you're going to get to where you need to do it. You're going to have, your butt's going to be right where the camera is to do that.
That's right. Oh, I can move.
So I want to switch back to the other cutter then, right?
I
'Cause,
don't know what you're cutting.
well,
Cut the flat area or what?
flat area.
What this area is here?
Yeah.
Okay.
See how
Now,
it's,
you notice how that leads into the short side?
yeah.
So don't get too carried away. Just
No, I'm going to come
right
in.
now you got a radius and a flat spot going into a radius. So you can make the flat spot radius, don't cut the top radius.
Got it.
That's the area you don't want to be on, which is where you cut before.
You need to go that fast, do I?
It's up to you.
That feels good. Okay. Now that.
What do you think, Keith? Look good?
Put your finger in there.
Screwed it all up.
Don't go up here. Go right there. Right in there. No, don't go that way.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that part right there feels good.
Yeah. So the bottom, which is the top, or the, yeah. I'm blending those together.
You're blending?
I'm blending.
Okay, that's all those different mountain peaks in there, okay.
All the different. Well, I think I'm ready for not the heavy cutter now, right?
Do more blending, less cutting.
Okay.
Get your finger stuck in that hole one day.
I got a finger for it.
Need to move it around more, Fred.
Yeah.
You hear?
I'm not cutting up. You said don't
Hear
cut
it?
anything up
See the
there.
difference in the, as I move it around, as I
Yeah.
roll it? See how that sounds more even there?
Yeah.
You get down here, you hear the unevenness?
Yeah.
You There'll be more moving around, not just one area and moving around a little bit.
I'll touch it up.
That's it. Like that, all the way around the whole thing. Because I was sweeping it up and down,
Right.
moving it around a little bit.
Okay.
Feeling for the bad spots. Now, see all the ripples right here?
Mm-hmm.
Now, stay off the stupid peak up there, but blend it from this point to just at the tip of that point. Don't cut the point anymore, just blend to it. Try to get all these ripples out. Now you have to move this thing around like back, forth, move it out, figure eight, whatever you want to do. Get a lot of different angles. Remember, this is cutting, and every time it touches that aluminum, it chunks the piece out.
Right.
So very
So
low
why am I
pressure,
not going with a lighter cutter?
because you got a lot of metal to take out. Low pressure, low pressure. Chunks are coming out, aren't they? Okay, you're about this far from the radius. Blend up to the top now. So you're getting the lip out here, so you're digging in from the backside.
Mm-hmm.
You're actually cutting this away. You're not noticing it, but it's going away.
So more.
You're digging the cutter in like this.
Okay. Don't want to do that.
It's leaving an edge. Feel the edge? I can even see the mark where you dug it in right there.
Okay.
If you're at too low of an angle, you need to stand it up more.
All right.
You have to find that sweet spot where it's in the radius of the flat. You got to get it up in here. So right now you got a peak like this. Just go right on the peak. A little bit on each side of the peak. Don't cut anything else. Just a little bit on each side of the peak. It's going to look like two swipes is all you got to do right there. See, that helped a little bit already if you hardly did anything. Take a little more. Yep, getting the right spot at least. You're getting some kind of you're digging in though. See that groove you're putting in there? Is that for the front or the nose or the back? Probably the nose.
The nose, yeah.
You got too much angle. Lay it down.
Okay.
Do it without turning the motor on. Just go in there and feel it. Yeah, go back and forth. Find that sweet spot. Once you know the sweet spot is, spot helps you.
Ooh,
Better.
somewhat better. For someone who's never done this before, ever.
Yeah, but you get all those ripples out of there. Those are big
Yeah.
ripples.
Yeah.
Okay, now you'll find the next worst spot to screw up.
Which is right there. Yeah.
Do it from this angle.
Okay.
See, this is where you cut before. It's kind of like a triangle area coming in like this. So you got to start blending right here and into a little bit. Quit blending when you're way deep in there. Just blend it
Back here.
2/3 of the way up in there first. Find the worst spot, find the angle.
See this thing.
Use the thumb. The thumb's easier to work than the fingers. You got most of the ripples out and the high spots out.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty even in here now. Not very smooth, but it's got the 90% of the shape in there. You have to learn how to blend and make it better, but
You're doing good, Fred. You're on your way.
first you
Not
gotta
bad
leave,
for a dumbass. I've never done this before.
first you gotta figure out how to do it. Okay, now feel that side. See, that's relatively close.
Yeah.
So you got the basic shape, 90% of what you want.
Right.
Now you got a big flat spot up and you dug in over here. See that big crater you stuck in right there?
Hmm.
See
Yeah.
it?
Got it.
Big low spot now?
Hmm.
That wasn't supposed to be there.
Okay.
That's where you're getting a little carried away in your porting. So you destroyed the radius, see?
I think you said that a couple of times now.
Yeah, but that was a different one you just did. Not the
That's
top
the
side.
same bit. It's the same thing.
So I'm gonna have to work my way around to fix that one.
Thank you.
I can only
I'm
fix so
put a
much.
rough edge on this thing so it doesn't slide so much.
Okay, now this over here, you have this big cut in here you gotta get rid of.
Right.
So what kind of cutter are you gonna use to do that?
I think I'm using.
So you always go to the worst spot first. That's the worst spot.
This is their dull one, right? It has some.
Yeah, it'll work. You also got a fine one over there too. It's under the airline. That one.
Oh,
Yeah, one of these. These for getting there real close. You don't have to reel in there. Where's the other one? See, this one doesn't get quite in there, but it gets it close enough for what you need. Now that guide right there might be a chilled iron guide. If it is, it'll destroy the cutter. So it'd be nice if you don't just lay into it and bang and screw up my cutter for me. You use the small one?
Yes.
Small ones are actually harder to use because they make more holes.
But if I do the bigger one and I hit your guide, then I'm.
It doesn't matter.
So what am I
It's
doing?
still
This?
hard, no matter which one you hit it with. It doesn't matter. Just stay off.
So I'm just trying to clean this up right here, right?
I would use the bigger one, but you want to use that? Go for it. Try the small one.
No, I got it.
Try the small one. See what it feels like.
No, get out of the way.
You got plenty of material to work with. Try it. What's he eating on over here?
I don't know. Am I screwing it up?
Not yet. Still in there. I wouldn't go too much more over there, though. You will.
Basically, all I'm trying to do is knock that little bit of booger out of there, right?
Yeah, just make
That's
it
it.
even and smooth.
That's all I...
You can feel it with the cover.
That feels smooth.
You happy with that?
I'm happy with that.
Okay, Fred's happy. It's good.
That's all that counts.
Did you screw up this part of the port yet?
No.
Not yet. Okay, see that little hump right there?
Yeah, take that out.
Barely.
Well, barely's like, barely like... There,
Is it
barely.
gone?
Yeah,
There's a hole under it now?
no,
Okay, good.
not much of one. Oh man, I just, hang on. You knew I was going to do that.
Put a hole in there now?
Yeah.
Good. Still there though.
Hmm?
You still got the hump in there, can't you feel it? I don't know what you're cutting. Still there, Fred. You're cutting the port. I said take the hump out.
Well, you take the hump out.
See that hump right there? That's all you're taking out with this. You're cutting the port out underneath.
Oh,
So-
sorry.
I'm just trying to blend the two sides together.
Okay.
You're moving the whole wall over.
Okay, what's next?
Well, you put your fingers in there and find the worst spot. What's the next worst area?
Well, I'm not going to touch the radius. You're going to do that one. Right here.
I'm going to shut her off for a battery change.
All right.